put me through the ringer. She made me lose friends. She made me lose my self-esteem. She made me lose my confidence. One time she actually spread a lie about me on Snapchat. Since I was in therapy, I worked up the courage with my therapist and I finally clapped back at her. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jordyn and welcome back to another Jordyn video. Oh my gosh, I should be in choir for that. That was good. Welcome back to the new series on my channel, Starbies and Stories. Well, I tell you guys some juicy stories while drinking a new Starbucks drink. This is episode 2, so if you haven't seen the first one, it will be linked down in the description below. So for today's Starbucks drink, we have a strawberry funnel cake frappuccino. And it looks super cute. I love the way it looks. But I'm really excited to try it. I've never tried this drink before, so I don't know how it tastes. So, taste test right now. Okay. Okay, so that wasn't good. Like, it's okay, but it's... Ew, I don't like it. Oh, by the way, if I'm looking down, it's because I have the story here, so I don't forget it and get off track. Why was that so hard for me? Okay, so for today's story, we have a long-term bully leaves me helpless and in therapy. It's gonna be a juicy one. So I'm gonna just jump right into the story. When I was in about 3rd grade, I found this girl, and I'm not gonna say her name because of privacy reasons. I want to respect her privacy, whatever. Anyways, she seemed nice at first, and I noticed a few bad things, but I kind of ignored it. So she was really fine for the most of the part. For most of the part. Is that what? Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. So she was pretty fine and dandy. Nothing really happened at the first part of our relationship. But then one day I was going to hang out with someone else and sit with someone else on the bus, and she blew up on me. She got so mad because I didn't want to sit with her on the bus that one day. And she blew up and got so mean. For what reason? Like, just sit on the opposite side. We can still sit together, girl. Just cause a bus, two seats, you can sit right here, I can sit right here, and they can sit right there. It's not that big of a deal. Relax. And I'm a people pleaser, so I just kind of just went and got up and left the other person to go sit with her because I didn't want her mad at me. I hated when people were mad and yelling at me, so, you know, I just gave in. And then on the bus, I just started talking to her, and I was like, yeah, I apologize. I guess it was kind of rude that I decided to sit with another person. I just gave in, and I don't really know why I did that, but I did it. I just didn't want her mad at me, so I just apologized, and she was like, well, yeah, you should be sorry, blah, 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 just don't do it again. Okay. Didn't know you were my mama. However, after that, it got worse. Every day, she would yell at me if I didn't sit with her at lunch, and she would yell at me if I didn't play with her at recess, and she would force me to be glued together with her, which was really weird. And she would just make me feel stupid and always calling me mean names, and saying my shirt was ugly, that my hair was messed up, that I was stupid, that I was an idiot, just for not being by her 24/7. Literally every time I would be away from her or not right by her, conjoined twins, she would throw a fit, a temper tantrum like a 2-year-old in the candy store. It was insane. She would get so mad at me. I always would just apologize, and I kind of just suffered through the pain because I wanted friends, and I didn't want her to feel bad about me and think bad about me, so I just was staying her friend and just kind of just went along with it. If she would yell at me, I would just go to her. If she didn't want me to play this game, I would just not play the game and go with her, and it was a really bad decision, and I should have just did what I wanted to do. I had gotten some new friends, and I told my other friends about her, and after about a year, they knew, everybody, so many people knew that I didn't like her, but that I was still friends with her, and I felt so bad. I felt like I was a gossip girl, like the show, And I felt like I was like a mean girl, and I didn't like it, but I just couldn't hold it in anymore. I needed to tell somebody. Why did I drink that? I would never hang out with her out of school because just if she's that annoying in school, imagine how annoying she's gonna be out of it. So I never invited her to my house. If she would text me like, hey, you wanna do this? I would lie and say, no, my mama said I can't. Let's fast forward to Christmas time, and I was like, hey, I wanna be nice. I mean, technically she is my friend, so I'm gonna get this girl a gift. So I got her some cheap art supplies, whatever, and I got my other friend that was actually like a good friend of mine a lot more other stuff. And when I brought them to school, I gave the girl and my other friend both the gifts, and the girl blew up on me. Like, I'm trying to be nice. She blew up on me and got so upset, saying that I wasn't a good friend because I didn't give her as much stuff as I gave my other friend, that I didn't like her, that I was messed up for this. And she started going around and telling people that I was such a bad person. She was so upset about me, and she screamed that she hated the gift. But the thing is that she didn't even get me anything, but she was judging me for not getting her a lot of stuff. And that didn't make sense to me at all. I mean, I wasn't upset that she didn't get me a gift because I didn't have to give her one. But don't be mad at me for not giving you a lot of stuff when you didn't give me anything at all. And also, whenever I would hang out with my other friends, I would tell them that they can't post anything if I'm in the video or in the picture, because I was so scared that the other girl would get mad at me and be like, oh, you're hanging out with other people, you're such a bad friend. So I would not let them post anything at all. And she just started to get really nasty. She would get mad at me for every little thing I did. She would even get mad at me if I walked wrong, which was so weird. And I always had to be next to her. I couldn't do anything else, and she was just getting really rude. And then she even started to spread rumors about me, saying that I was a horrible friend, that I wasn't good to her, and I was so tired of it. Then 6th grade rolled around, and I was praying that I didn't have any classes with her. But of course, I had so many classes with her. I had math, homeroom, specials, and science. And I was like almost in tears when I found out, because she had gotten so much worse. If I would stand in my locker for too long, she would kick me and tell me, hurry up, hurry up. If I would not talk to her for 1 second after she said something, she would say I was ignoring her. She would break down and start yelling and screaming and scratching. Not scratching, but you know what I mean. I had a wood shop class, and I met some pretty nice people in there, and we kind of started becoming friends, and they asked if I wanted to hang out with them. And I went to her and I asked her, hey, can I hang out with these people? I don't know why did I ask her that, but at the time, like I said, I was a people pleaser and I didn't want to hurt her feelings, so I don't know, I guess just kind of asked her. And when I did, she blew up on me. She was like getting so mad at me, calling me names, saying why would I even think that I could do that, why I'm leaving her, why I'm doing this. She like broke down in tears, sobbing, and I like apologized so hard. Even though I didn't do anything wrong, I said sorry so many times, and I went back to her, and I never hung out with those people. This whole relationship is so manipulative, and it's just gaslighting, and this is like the prime example of both of those. So I had finally worked up the courage to talk to my guidance counselor about her, because she had been bullying me for years, and I was tired of it because she made me feel like a bad person for doing absolutely nothing. So I went to my guidance counselor, and they literally said, well, what do you want me to do about it? I don't know. Guide me? Side note, guidance counselors do not guide at all. Like, what are they even there for? They don't do anything. You tell them the problem, and they're like, what do you, I don't know, figure it out yourself. Like, I came here for you to help me, and you're just telling me, I don't know. Okay. This girl put me through the ringer. She made me lose friends. She made me lose my self-esteem. She made me lose my confidence. She made me even quit some sports. Like, why did I do that? And I was just so drained from her. At this point, I was just so sick, and I was so tired, and she even started spreading rumors about me on Snapchat, and that hurt me a lot, and I was so like all over the place. I just kind of felt like trapped in a little box, and I always had to be with this girl, and it was so bad that I actually had to get a therapist, and I had to just work out all my problems with the therapist. One time she actually spread a lie about me on Snapchat. Since I was in therapy, I worked up the courage with my therapist, and I finally clapped back at her. At first, she apologized and said that she was sorry for saying that and that she'll never do something like that again. And for the first month, she was fine and we actually got along more. But then she started turning back to her old ways, which was super annoying because it just showed that she didn't really care and she just lied to me about apologizing. Side note, this is prime manipulative behavior. They apologize at first and then they change for a temporary amount of time and they go right back to their old ways. 6th grade was horrible, so let's just fast forward to 7th grade. And now in 7th grade, I requested not to have any classes with her, and I didn't have any classes with her except for homeroom, which was just like a 20-minute class at the beginning of the day. And it kind of was bad because that was the one class I didn't want to have with her, because in that class we would just kind of sit and talk with people. I hated that every morning because I was afraid to see her or walk into her and then she wanted to talk or something, and I didn't want to talk with her. So I hated that. And everything happened where we had to go into lockdown and I didn't have school anymore, and I know that a lot of bad things were happening, but I just felt relieved that I didn't have to see her every day and that, you know, I didn't really have to go through all that pain and all that stress anymore. I didn't talk to her for months and we kind of just like I never wanted to be her friends, but we kind of just like slowly drifted apart. And, you know, 8th grade started rolling around while we were in lockdown still, so I didn't have to see her in real life anymore still. And, you know, I was really happy that I didn't have to talk to her or see her or text her or deal with her dramatic self anymore. Sometimes she would still try to like text me to see if we were still friends, and I hated when she texted me because I didn't know what to say back. So I just like locked my phone in my mom's closet for so long, and people were calling me dramatic and that, like, why would you do that? But my anxiety, my stress was so bad because of this girl. And I just kind of got tired of hiding away everything. And I was like, why am I hiding away when this girl is the problem? So I got up the courage to text her about everything and that I didn't want to be her friend anymore. And at first, of course, she played the victim. But then she respected my wishes that I didn't want to be her friend, and she stopped talking to me. I got my life back, I got my friends back, I could post on social media without being scared of her yelling at me, and it was just all great indeed. So that was actually a story submitted by one of my subscribers. Thank you so much for all of the stories that got submitted. They were all super good, but I did have to pick one, and I really liked this one. It was really long, super good, and juicy. And I'm happy for the person that sent it in. I'm so happy that you're finally free from the chains of that crazy girl. I guess the moral of the story is don't be a people pleaser and don't be afraid to stand your ground. If you want to send in an anonymous Starbies and Stories, then email me down. It's going to be down in the description. You can email me and send me your story there, or you can DM me on Instagram, and I'll try to read through as many as I can, and I will pick one and I'll read it each week. Like I said, the point of these Starbies and Stories is so girls don't feel alone. If you feel like you're alone on something and I read a story, then you're going to be like, oh wait, look, I'm not alone, people go through the same things. And you can also find out like morals of the story, like this one was don't be a people pleaser and to stand your ground. And I don't know, but I hope that helped some of you get out there like, oh, I'm going through the same situation, I'm going to stand my ground with this girl. So that's kind of the moral, like, not the moral, that's kind of like the thing about these stories on why I read them. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys next time.